Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I much appreciate it. So the Fantastic Four trailer dropped, and the aesthetics are great. It's like a nuclear family aesthetic, which is very fitting for the Fantastic Four, because obviously their whole thing started because of cosmic radiation. Now, I will say, the director, Matt Shackman, he's got the sauce. I believe it's Matt Shackman. I think so. Yeah, it is. Shackman's got the sauce. He's got the sauce. And with James Gunn's Superman and Matt Shackman's Fantastic Four coming out both in July, July's going to be a great year for superhero, or a great month for superhero movies, and quite frankly, I am here for it. They look so good. And the Thing, he looks great. He looks like he's about to tell someone the time. I like the way they did Sue Storm's powers of not being like blue force fields like they were in the old movies, but like light refraction, which is like what her powers are. And obviously Johnny, he looks great. And then Mr. Fantastic. We didn't see him do much stretching in the trailer, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hope that in the movie he does like the weird, gross stretching that Reed Richards is known for, like using his eyes as telescopes, or like, moving his eyes to his fingers to like look into things. It's gross. Anyway, the build we are running today is the Delver's Pickaxe Mach 2 with Slaughter and Headtaker, and we're running the Ripper Gun. I know it's the same build as I used the last time I played Ogryn, but hey, tell them to add more Ogryn weapons, would you? Then we have Furious, Smash 'em, Heavyweight, Best Defense, Big Friendly Rock, Slam, Indomitable, Stomping Boots, Pulverize, Crunch, Batter, Bonebreaker's Aura, Get Stuck In, Bruiser, Unstoppable Momentum, Delight and Destruction, Dominate, Implacable, Heavy Hitter, Just Getting Started, and Unstoppable. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty. So, as in 30 minutes as of recording this, there's going to be a Monster Hunter Wilds showcase. I'm conflicted, because part of me wants to watch it, but also part of me doesn't want spoilers, so it's like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole motherfucking thing. Pardon my French. Birds of a feather, we can stick together. So I made a analogy to Sabrina, that Sabrina Carpenter was Dolly Parton, but I admitted I was wrong, and I realized I was even more wrong today because I was thinking about it last night, and I said, wow, Chapel Roan is actually modern day Dolly Parton, other than Dolly Parton, because she's still alive and singing. But my point still stands. Nice. I almost started going the wrong way. Fight together. I'm sad. I'm just sad. I don't know what to say. And that saddened me. What's the modifier? Brute conscripts? I like this event. I hope they bring it back. This is a good modifier. Because like compared to like Scab faction melee only, where it's just all crushers all the time, this is a nice it's Ogryn hordes, which is nice. And then obviously more Plague Ogryns is always fun. On terror. I got this Billie Eilish song stuck in my freaking head, man. Stuck in my freaking head, man. Get out of my head. Worms in my brain. Also, Elden Ring Night Ring's coming out this month or March or something. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna snag it off. I'm seeing if my friends want it. Because if she wants it, well, I guess there's more friends. But if two of these friends want it, I'll get it. Because obviously I like playing with my friends' TV. But like generally, I'm not like fiending for it like I am Monster Hunter. So, and they're definitely getting Monster Hunter, so it's like one of those things of like, are we going to spend, you know, $40 on an Elden Ring game when we can play the vastly superior game? And you're saying, oh, but what if Monster Hunter Wilds is worse than Elden Ring Night Ring? And I say unto you, it won't be. Just simply on the type of game it is. Like, Monster Hunter Wilds will be way more enjoyable. You know, speaking of Elden Ring, what pisses me off to no end is whenever I see an article of like, oh, some about Bloodborne, or like an article about Bloodborne, I'll read it, and there's always this line verbatim of, Bloodborne being one of the most successful games in Sony's roster, has had players begging for a PC or 60 FPS patch. As to why they don't do it, no one knows. It's like, buddy, why? Like, I don't know. Like, it just, the answer is Sony launched the source code. It's the only logical answer. Like, either Sony doesn't want to give up the rights or something for some reason, even though it would make them more money, or they lost the source code when they got rid of Sony Japan. Jeff, calm down. I wanted the Rock to kill, but I didn't hit the headshot. Alright. Yeah, Bloodborne will always, it's always one of those things that I've given, like, it's like Hollow Knight 2, or Silksong, or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't exist. We just have to come to terms with it. It's never coming out. If you're wondering why I stood still, it's because I was drinking some tea. I will, in fact, take the damage stim over the med stim. There we are. There should be an achievement for killing 4 enemies with 4 rocks in a row. And call it 4 strikes, you're out. Because Ogryn's king, you know? I missed. Damn it, I wanted that kill. Bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Just hopefully some of these will crit. If I can apply bleed over there, we're having a good time. There's no stopping me. Running through the sky, yeah. Has anyone else seen Hardcore Henry? That movie was so fucking good. And anyone who says otherwise is a terrorist, I don't know.
It's just above the production nexus. Keep going.
Alright. There we are. I was really hoping I'd crit and the thing would explode. Ooh, a little damage to him for me, don't mind if I do. Oh, I thought I'd... Get the fuck out of here. That was almost bad. If I get pinned by that dog, it would have been bad news bears. Oh my god, that dog went flying, eh? Billie Eilish fans are not happy that Beyonce won the award. They're going off the basis of apparently Birds of a Feather had way more streams, like a lot more fucking streams than Beyonce's country album. Which is like, I feel like that's a reasonable reason to be upset. I mean, I don't know what the qualifications for the Grammys are. I mean, with all award shows, it's not really like viewer debated, I don't think. It's sorted mostly by like some suits in the boardroom. So I don't know. And the one thing I do know, I'm talking about the Grammy second video in a row, I noticed that a lot of these celebrities do is they try to clip farm. Like Beyonce's like reaction to winning was just like, girl, with all due respect, you're over 50 years old. Just put the music in the bag. Like, it's giving that one artist who was like, oh, here's a new meme pack for y'all, and the quotes were like, ain't no one using these. Although, funny enough, that meme, that image in itself became a meme, so therefore I guess they were being used as memes, but not in the original intention. And that goes to show how life is like water. Everything changes, you know? Some things fill the, you know, fill the cup they're poured in. Alrighty. You don't want to do this, Lange. Just turn back. It's not worth it for you. I don't have a shadow, I just realized. I've never noticed that before. Unless it's like... Yeah, it's weird, I never noticed. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just never noticed that the players don't have a shadow. It's weird that I don't, but the heretics do. You know, it's probably just an issue of, like, different cosmetics. That's probably the reason. Because if there's no cosmetics, we'd probably have shadow. But the fact that we do, they don't want to fucking... It's too much of a pain in the ass to make everything have its own shadow, probably. Which is completely valid in my most humble opinion. Played this game for over 2 years, and I had closer to 3 years actually. Yeah, no, almost 3 years. I say almost 3 years because obviously November 2025 is when it'll be 3 years. I never noticed that we don't have a shadow. Boom. Where'd you come from? Ah! Spooky lady.
Cannot hide from judgment, heretic! Of course!
Alright. Skedaddle on out of here, eh? Another beam house, or is that the same one?
Find a way to access the consignment yard.
Same one. What happened to that guy? Glad I wasn't that guy.
The Emperor has need of you all!
Bonk. Alrighty. You know, I saw to shit talk Machine Gun Kelly for a bit. Very funny that that guy got roasted so hard by Eminem that he swapped genres. And a video of him. It's an old video, but I just saw it recently. Unfortunately, it grazed my eyes. Of MGK trying to cover Misery Business by Paramore / Haley Williams. And it was like so many people were trying to defend him, being like, oh, essentially, you know, like how it goes, like, oh, the song's like, started like, whoa, what is it meant to break? You know, I don't really want it now. You know, where Haley kind of hits the high note. He did not hit. I've never heard someone yell in lowercase as badly as that guy did. One, MGK's not a very good singer at all in general, and then he definitely couldn't hit that note. And it was very funny. People were that were defending in the comments were like, "No, it's hard for a guy to hit that note. Like it's hard for a guy to cover this song." And I'm like, as long as Arrow's Steven Tyler exists, men can hit those notes, okay? Just accept your goat sucks. Saying fucking men can't hit that note. Steven Tyler didn't sing for this. Dream out, dream out, dream out. See, I'm not even gonna try to hit that note. I know I can't. Like, I absolutely, if I tried, my voice would crack like a motherfucker. I'm telling you. Like, if you're not gonna be able to hit the note, at least like change the note, you know? Don't try to hit the note and then do it poorly. Maybe add a little growl to it, make it a little grungy, you know? Like, if you can't hit the high note, hit the deep note, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Anyway, Paramore is one of those bands that you get once in a generation. There truly is no one else to do it like Paramore. Speaking of Paramore, this is tangentially related. Green Day. Not a big fan of Green Day's music personally. I mean, I like some of their songs. I like American Idiot. I like Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I could not remember the name. Probably some other songs I don't remember off rip. I also don't like listen to Green Day, so I don't know a lot of their song names. So I just kind of know the basics. I was first introduced to Green Day's I Walk a Lonely Road on the DS Flipnote Hatna, which was essentially like a little animation TikTok. Imagine that, like TikTok, but everything's animated. And that was like the first thing. And I got introduced to I Walk a Lonely Road by Green Day via a Sonic the Hedgehog animated AMV. That's also how I got introduced to red jumpsuit red jumpsuit apparatus, do you feel like a man? Ah, fuck you, dude. Was from a Sonic Unleashed AMV. So there you go. It's also how I got introduced to a lot of weird fetishes, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't mean to say that I now have these, it's just I was introduced to, like, transformation stuff. It was like, uh-oh. See, how many crushers is that? And the trapper's able to just shoot through them? Fuck that world. And you're telling me trappers don't need to be nerfed. That's a mix. Summer's come to pass. That's not. I'm trying to remember the name of this green. Is it? Oh no, that's Wake Me Up When September Ends, right? In my head, I was like, no, that's not it. That's a different song. Nope, it is. Summer's come to pass. Neverland. Wake me up when September ends. You know? Very sad song. It's about the passing of his father, which is like kind of fucked up how much it's been turned into a meme, but I suppose live and let be, I guess. But once again, to return to my original point I wanted to make about Green Day, it's always very funny. If you know anything about Green Day, they're not a big fan of Republicans. They're not a big fan of like right. They're leftist. Punk is an inherently leftist movement. So Green Day themselves are punk, and therefore they have leftist policies. No. Sorry, one second. I'm getting my ass whooped. So naturally, they're not a big fan of, you know, current happenings in Republican politics. And not to dive into that can of worms, it's just very funny whenever a video pops them up and they'll be like, oh, I don't want to be a part of the MAGA agenda, changing up the American Idiot lyrics. I can't remember what the original lyrics. I don't want to be a part of the MAGA. I don't want to be an American idiot, but me controlled by the media. Mindfuck agenda. I think it's mindfuck agenda. I could be wrong. But he changed it to MAGA agenda. And it's always funny seeing like old people be like, "What? When did Green Day get so woke?" Or like, "Oh, Green Day used to be anti-government. Now they're pro-big government." I'm like, buddy, your guy's the president. And also, it's just very funny how these people think like punk is anti-government, and they they've been so Hollywoodized by what punks mean. Like, oh, they're anti-establishment. Like, yeah, they are, but they're anti-your establishment. If the establishment started leading with more political views, they'd be less harsh on it. That's how society works. Okay. It's like they're punk is a leftist band, or leftist movement. Green Day's a leftist band, being a punk band. They're not going to become like right-wingers just because if a more leftist socialist guy got into office. That's not how it works. Or not even that, it's just a guy who aligns more with their political views.
Keep killing. That's the only way we win this.
It's very funny, there's a certain subsect of people who just assume that, like, these musicians for some reason would, like, I don't know, support the agenda and media they've been against the whole time just because it's the party swaps or whatever. Like, it's very interesting. Like, this thing is also another comparison to this is like country music before and after 9/11. So obviously before, you know, honestly before, like, there was a good amount of country that was almost punk in a way. Obviously maybe more libertarian than anything, but Like, there's an old video of Johnny Cash and a bunch of other country singers talking about, like, certain about society, but, like, one of them was like, oh man, fucking these American patriots and all this shit. Reminds me of how we had it in Germany. And it was like, wow, interesting. I wonder what people who think Green Day was never woke would think of this. Also, once again, I'd like to say all superheroes are woke. It comes with the concept of fighting injustices. Alrighty. Nice, that was a good little run. Got a little dicey at the end there, a little dicey. What can I say? But you know, a little dice never hurt nobody. Because remember, gambling is good. Dice are your friends. But alright, if you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother, but you better brush your teeth now. Have a good one. Bye-bye.